Perhaps I could take you to dinner, True. It's the least I could do for rescuing me from a locked door.
It was really good of you, True. Thank you again. We should hook up.
It's me, True.
Since have you heard from her?
You know, I like True, but she is not that reliable.
Oh, True, it's just delicious.
She's gone. True, she's...
Yourself. You know, you should really come with a warning label, True.
Yeah. Oh, True, I'm not quite made up.
We couldn't afford IVF for both of us, so yeah, she drew the short straw, and I fucking lost my lesbian gold star.
Okay.
Tell me about the secret world of lesbian sex.
Lesbian spunk of choice.
The place, right? I mean, a whole lesbian sex festival, right?
Score some drugs.
Whoa, no IV drugs.
I got into bad trouble with drugs. Speed.
Brenda has struggled with substance abuse ever since her mother's boyfriend started her on meth when she was 11.
The drugs no longer work.
The drugs are... they're weird.
You don't have to help us, but it would be really helpful if you could just
tell us what you did with the last 2 pounds of meth.
With the story about your boyfriend, the meth dealer.
You're working prostitution.
No.
How about we start with a comparison list of all the Johns arrested for solicitation, prostitution, with all the pickup truck owners.
Prostitution, pimps, hookers.
He runs dope, rackets, and prostitution.
And turning yourselves into fucking meth dealers was a terrible decision that could go horribly wrong.
Whether it's drugs, prostitution, stolen merchandise. We don't need pimps in the army.
Kidnapping, prostitution, take your pick.
Let me direct you to a safe house.
Hoggles have pimps.
Unless your targets are also conspiring to commit murder, make a mental note and move on.
We hire experts to study the wiretap tapes.
We just picked up Lefty on a wiretap talking to one of Traficante's guys.
Giving Lafayette the wiretap recording of her and Madrigal making their deal. You know I happen to be wiretap certified, right?
You make a bust, you get Guillermo, and it never comes back to me.
If they find abuses, we take those findings to the judge and possibly have all the wiretap evidence thrown out.
In which case, there's no chance in hell you didn't know that he was conspiring with Mike Ross to break the law.
My sister got herself killed in a car crash.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defendant, Henry Young, is accused of murder in the first degree.
Can't go on national TV and accuse the government of murder, Ned.
Why not?
We're just a couple of pimps, no hoes.
So little time, so many sluts to fight.
Off to meet circuit members at Safe House.
2 bodies at the first 2 murder locations.
The boat party was Jay's promised land. Sun, sea, booze, and who knows, maybe even some sex, minge, fanny and tits, and booze, and sex.
Well, you know all debutantes are sluts, so... And you were my first...
That keeps the girls free to keep the pimps and the mob out.
Oh, do you hear about this murder off Mulholland?
Had her perform oral sex in your car?
Oh my God. Am I under arrest?
Yo, Coke horse.
You think God invented sex so we could bear each other's shortcomings?
Listen, chum. We just put Diego Moya in a body bag. And unless you start talking real fast, you and all your playmates are going in on a conspiracy charge. Radiohead, I want the local police at the next stop to place this man under arrest.
No, we're whores. We had one of these in Star Horse.
I asked you to save some part of us!
Lord Robert, you may make whores of my ladies, but you shall not make one of me.
All that's left is a picture postcard, a playground for whores and priests.
His army, the Acuna Boys, made up of the fatherless offspring of his whores, ran Acuna.